Hey everyone, this is Kat, and today I'm actually going to do a video on keybinds versus clicking. You have two different types of fighters in this game. The keybinders, and then the clickers. I happen to be a clicker. Now, a lot of people might argue and say that keybinding is very, makes the game much easier, just like my healing add-on does. And as such, I'll say this. In regards to World of Warcraft, there is no right way or wrong way to play the game, as long as you are having fun and getting your money's worth out of this game. Now, key binding. Let's take a look at that real quick. So, to set up key bindings, you would go here and you would choose all this wonderful stuff. Action bars and bind everything and, And, or, I know some people who create macros and just use a macro to do all their fights for them, but, and then you have the keybinders who think that everybody who plays the game needs to do keybinds. Not true. I don't keybind because it's too confusing for me, to be honest with you. I've been playing the game for a very long time, since 2007. Because I started playing just after me and my husband got married. And me and him have been, so I started playing maybe about June of 2007. And as such, ever since then I've been clicking. At the time I started playing, I knew nothing about keybinds. Today, I know a little bit. Like, I know how to set them up. But am I going to? No. Now, keybinding, in regards to that, I find it very confusing, and I don't mind having to click. Now, in regards to clicking is easier for some people who don't want to set up keybinds or don't. And really, to be honest with you, there's no right or wrong way in regards of whether or not you click or you keybind. Others think that it's weird, or you might hear people call you a noob clicker, or a terrible player just because you don't want to set up keybinds. But don't let them, put you down like that. Just play your way and don't feel like you have to set up a keybind or you have to click just because someone else does it. Because I'll tell you, I can play just as well clicking as I can keybinding. Alright, so even in my healing, of course my tank decides he's going to pull when I have absolutely no mana. And I hate tanks like that. If you're a tank, please make sure if the healer says they need a second, wait. Because I was switching my spec. Because I don't run around. As y'all saw, I was in shadow until I got pulled into the dungeon. So, please, whatever you do, make sure you let your healer get her mana up. Oh, let's just skin this guy. Hmm. So, I am curious to know who that's watching this video is a binder and who is a clicker. You'll have to excuse my sucky healing on my priest. Her item level is 605. But I really do. I personally myself, I think anyone who can. I think anyone who can play this game, you know, it's totally their call on binding versus clicking, to be honest with you. Which do you prefer? And tell me why. I think my tank just realized I'm a fresh level 100. On this tune. At some point I will go into more detail into why I'm a clicker.